Once upon a time, in Bali village, there lived a young girl called Adia. Adia's eyes shone like the twin stars, and her laughter was like a whisper of a gentle breeze. She was known to turn the wilted flowers into blossoms. However, the villagers of Bali were not always kind to Adia. Her unique appearance, the color of midnight skies, was unfamiliar to their eyes, and fear often clouds judgment. Whispers of unease would ripple through the village when Adia passed by, like the distant rumbles of an approaching storm. Mothers would clutch their children close, casting weary glances her way. Fathers would shake their heads, their minds woven with tales of misfortune that befell those who stood out too stocky. Adia, though, carried herself with grace that transcended judgment. She had learned from her grandmother Nia, the keeper of stories and wisdom. Nia told her tales about how God created each person with uniqueness, much like the patterns of the zebra that roamed the nearby plains. Despite the unease, Adia moved through life with kindness and gentleness that mirrored the flowing rivers and swaying grasses. She offered help to those in need, shared laughter with children, and whispered words of encouragement to the elders. Nia would often remind Adia, "Child, your heart shines brighter than the sun. Let your actions be a beacon of that light." One day, a grand proclamation reached the ears of Bali's villagers. Prince Kofi, the kind-hearted son of the king, was in search of a bride. The air buzzed with excitement, and the village was painted with hues of jubilant anticipation. Mothers and daughters adorned themselves in vibrant African fabrics. Their fathers and sons polished their words and manners. During the preparations, Adia stood by the edge of the bustling village square, her heart heavy with both hope and prediction. She had heard the villagers speak of the prince's arrival, of the potential for a life forever changed. Yet, a part of her feared the familiar sting of rejection that had shadowed her. Nia, her eyes sparkling like distant stars, placed a hand on Adia's shoulder. "Listen, child," she said, her voice as soothing as a lullaby. "Your heart is a crown, and your kindness is your royal decree. No matter the outcome, you have a place in this world." With Nia's words in her heart, Adia joined the village in welcoming Prince Kofi. As the young women were presented to him one by one, Adia's heart echoed like the beats of distant drums. Her hand trembled slightly as her turn approached, her smile a delicate curve that mirrored the crescent moon. When the Prince Kofi's gaze met Adia's, it was as if the world held its breath. There, he saw a spirit unburdened by judgment, a heart that radiated kindness like a warm embrace of the African sun. He extended his hand to Adia. A fluttering bird released from its cage stepped forward to meet him. "What's your name?" Prince Kofi inquired, his voice as smooth as the river's current. "Adia, your highness," she replied, her voice steady, her gaze unwavering. The villagers exchanged curious glances, their murmurs like the hum of bees in the summer air. Yet, Prince Coffee paid them no heed. With a smile that held a promise at dawn, he declared, "Ada, would you honor me with a dance?" The villagers gasped with astonishment like a gathering storm, but Prince Coffee's eyes remained fixed on Adia. As they danced, a magic seemed to waver around them, drawing the villagers into a circle of wonder. The music swelled as the sun dipped in the horizon, and Prince Coffee and Adia danced as the time itself had surrendered to their rhythm. The music faded and Prince Coffee held Ada's gaze with intensity and set ripples through her very being. "In your eyes I see a beauty that transcends the surface," he declared, his words echoing in the hearts of all those who listened. "Your heart is a beacon, guiding not only the lost, but also the weary. Adia, you are my queen." Silence settled over the village square, as if the world had frozen. In that moment, Adia's heart swelled her gaze never leaving the Prince Coffee's. Then, with a nod that carried the weight of 1,000 dawns, she accepted, her voice gentle as the breeze. She whispered, "Yes, Your Highness." The villagers erupted in cheers, their voices carrying a promise of a new era. And as Adia's hand intertwined with Prince Coffee's, the village of Mbali transformed. With time, hearts that had once been guarded by judgment opened just as petals unfold of the warmth of the sun. Ada and Prince Coffee ruled with compassion and wisdom, their legacy enchanted into the land like stories carved into the ancient trees. The village of Mbari thrived as a testament to the power of kindness, providing that even the darkest night that be illuminated by a single act of love. And so, the tale of Adia, a young African woman who shattered the chains of prejudice with her heart of gold, spread like whispers of the wind, inspiring generations to come. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope it was wonderful. Please comment below to help me to know what I should do to make the stories better for you to enjoy them. Let us meet in my next story.